without further ado, I want to get down to one of the two reasons we came here today. As we now go into the emergence, I want to do a couple things first. Would you put that icon up on the screen for the emergence? If you could hear the story behind what the staff goes through. But there was a lot of different visuals to represent this, and this was my favorite of all of them. I loved this one in particular, and I'm speaking as Адамус, but I believe Linda and Caldra liked this the best. I love this because emergence, and what's emerging? Yeah, what's emerging here? What we have is really the three sectors, the three facets: human, master, divine. And if you notice, this is, what do you call this, Linda? Infinite what? The infinite trinity, or infinity divinity. They're no longer separate. These parts were kind of hidden from this part in the past. Now it's almost like you can see the infinity in, and it's within. It's not projected out. We talk about emergence, and the instant visuals are breaking through something. Yes, in a way, but the more important thing in that is what we're doing is merging. Merging is right in the word here. Emergence, merging together, bringing together the conscious awareness of human master, I am, and the rays of the I am, the experience of the I am. Every one of these rays represents experience levels. The rays then go to the master. Heretofore, it was just you had your experience and you analyzed it and judged it like it was. It was either happy or sad. Now it goes to the master, and it distills that into wisdom. And many different layers and levels of wisdom. Wisdom isn't singular. There's so many beautiful parts of wisdom. We're going to be talking about that a lot in Kihak and in the Shouds. There are many degrees. There's a spectrum of wisdom. It's not just one thing, and that's the beauty. As you learn to go into your wisdom, you learn there is wisdom that is so very central, and there's wisdom that's so simple. There's wisdom that sings. We'll get into it later. But so here the master takes everything from the human and brings it to wisdom. And that's the gift to the I am. Not that the I am needs gifts, but the I am just loves its experiences and its wisdom. So there's this flow going back to the I am. You can imagine the I am, I exist, just in the joy of being. Doesn't need anything, but it's having this constant orgasm of self, overfilling and just letting out and then bringing it again, just for the sake of creation, just for the sake of its existence. Joy only, no regrets, no sadnesses, it's all joy. So this is constantly going, filling the cup of the I am. And then the I am shining back again to the human, say, go to experience once again. Go to experience. Don't worry about the past. It's been brought to wisdom. Experience in your life. I asked a question recently in Kihak, what do you want to experience? Because you're going to be able to choose. It's not just going to happen to you. It's not just going to be Destiny Day again with things happening to you and you don't know why. You start to consciously choose your experience. And I pushed the Kihakers very hard and I repeated it to ad nauseum. What do you want to experience? Because the typical things are money and my kids being nice to me and I need some more sleep. What do you want to experience? Because when you can bring your consciousness to that level, what do you want to experience? I mean, distill it. And not for human needs. what would be your passion to experience, or your joy? When you get to that point, when you can define it, when you can bring it to clarity, you don't have to worry about all the mundane human things anymore. It's taken care of. Because, why? Because energy serves you rather than assaulting you. When you can define, hey, here's what I want to experience in my life. And not I want to travel to, 3 different countries, or way back when I asked the question, if you had 3 wishes, what would you do? And go scuba diving. It's like, oh, okay, but I think there might be a little higher calling here. Those things just happen. All the human kind of needs are taken care of, but what do you want to experience? You want to experience sensuality. You want to experience the deep sense of just being, that type of thing. Once you get to that point, which we're at, everything else takes care of itself. Your bills, your car, your desire to go travel or something, it just falls into place. Anyway, the point of this is, I love this particular representation of emergence because it's all within, it's all tied together, it all shines on each other. So, and there were some requests before, and I would like to do this also. Let's replay that intro. And let me point out a few things before we do. If you really feel into this, it's the consolidation it's the essence of everything we've done over these years together. Visually, I mean not visually, energetically within the short intro. I mean, it's a pleasure to watch, but the staff really struggled with this. I couldn't tell you how much they struggled, but they struggled with it. They were trying to get it right from a creative standpoint. What they didn't realize is that they were trying to get it right energetically. How do we put it out there? The contrast. And you see it in the words, the contrast between the way things used to be and the way they are now, the energy that's transmitted from here. And let's play it, and I'll make a comment afterwards. Lights down, please. So 19 years brought together, and I have to laugh. The staff was having such a, going through every little detail, that a really tough time. I don't know how many drafts they went through, perhaps Gene knows. Almost 20 drafts, and wondering what was wrong. Well, you're trying to distill everything into this, energetically, to get the energy in there.